Here comes the pose that is the basis for all arm balances. You ready? This one. Chaturanga Dandasana, the hovering plank. You see what my elbows are doing here? That's like anytime we do an arm balance, we're doing that. And then this is the cool thing. Like, we're making that shape, Chaturanga Dandasana. It hits us right here. Like, this is the fulcrum right here, right across the heart chakra, fourth chakra. And what we're doing is from like that teeter-totter, this line right here, we're trying to move half our body weight forward and half our body weight backwards and balance. That's the arm balance, right? You're making this thing. I used to tell my people that this is a shelf, like you're making a shelf and you're putting your body weight on it, which is a good way to think about it. But really, I think it's more like you're making this teeter-totter. This is the base for the teeter-totter, and you're leaning your body weight partly forward and partly backward. This is how all arm balances go. In some of them, like the firefly, Titibasana, you're gonna have your arms straight, and that's kind of a different fulcrum. It's more up here. But in most of them, like crow, or this one, or the various like the side crow, and you know, the Ashtabakasana, it's this shape. And then we are balancing from here. So it's kind of cool, like if you think about it, it kind of like indicates how heavy the head is, because like this line right here is not very much of my body, but I can balance if I take one knee forward, which is what we're gonna do, okay? The body weight of this plus one knee is going to be enough for me to not tip, or hopefully. All right, so we'll try it. From downward dog, I'm going to do it on the right side. I'm picking up my right leg. Now, when you're training for this pose, a really good way to train is this thing. Remember when we do this? We do this constantly. And this is the pose. This is the pose. Today when I teach it, I'm going to tell my people that if they don't feel like doing it, they should do these up and down. So here's how you get into the pose. Take the hands back a little bit. And nobody told me this, I just figured it out myself, so if it turns out to be wrong in the canon, sorry about that. All right, but this is how I do it. I take my hands back about like maybe 6 inches. I make that shelf, and then I put the knee on the shelf. And this is another kind of like step 2 for getting into the pose. Hang out here. Oh, I'm right behind my mic. And then balance, right? I'm leaning my body weight forward. It looks like my head's on the ground, but it's not. And then if you want to, you can straighten that leg. Bam. Maybe jumping back. I'm going to be in child's pose for a second. That's hard work. It does make you look really cool. It definitely will look really cool. And I used to hate arm balances, kind of for exactly that reason. Because I thought they were dumb and show-offy. But lately I have a much greater appreciation for them. First of all, because of the balance thing that I mentioned. That's cool. We're thinking constantly about our balance. And second, you know, in yoga we have so much emphasis on opening the heart. Like so many of our poses are like shoulders back and down the back, open your heart, like anything, pretty much anything we're doing this. And arm balances are not that. Arm balances, the shoulders go slightly forward and we build pectoral strength. We build the heart. So insofar as we are like really into opening the heart, we should also be into building the heart. That said, Ashtanga yogis and all you guys who are really into the arm balances and that kind of thing, or if you're just like me and you have a natural tendency to move your shoulders forward, you gotta work on this motion to compensate, you know. A lot of women that I know who do Ashtanga tend to get a little, you know, like really Vin Diesel up here. It's all right, but I like it. I like it better with the shoulders back. Make sure you keep working on this. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna show you the pose on the other side. Obviously I can't do it for very long. I'm just touching it and then coming out, but I just want you to notice that what I'm gauging is the point at which I can balance. If there's so much strength there, there's a lot of arms, there's a lot of shoulders. I'm putting my knee on my elbow and then I'm figuring out where do I hold this so I'm not gonna fall down. And it kind of looks like my head is on the ground. My head is not actually touching the ground. But one of my students learned the pose with her head actually on the ground. I don't know if that's against the rules. It worked for her. Now she can do it with her head off the ground, so maybe that's okay. Be careful of your neck. Don't hurt yourself. All right. Come into a tabletop. I'm doing some cat-cows. And then I'm coming into this is called downward dog. And then I'm picking up my left leg for downward dog splits. And this is it right here. That's the pose. See how much core I have going on here? Tons of core, tons of shoulders, tons of arms. That's the pose, okay? If you want to get ready for kundinyasana by practicing this, you're practicing it for real, okay? That said, if you want to add that shelf and that fulcrum, take your hands back a little bit, make that shelf underneath you, put the elbow on it. Oh, I forgot to mention that the other elbow is in my lower ribs, like kind of my waist. And then I'm tipping forward, I'm picking up that back leg, finding the balance, maybe extending this leg forward. I'm breathing here, obviously kind of heavily. This is hard to do. Maybe jumping back. Whew. Child's pose. Utthitta, the word utthitta means intense. Intense kundinyasana. And this is, it's one of the poses that I actually know the Sanskrit, but I don't know the English. I don't know what kundinyasana means. I guess I should find out. Anyway, it's a pose that will definitely make you look like a badass. So there's that. But it's also building your heart, building the balance and strength of your heart. So that is worth doing. Take it slow. Take it really slow. And good luck with it. Namaste.